some pre-games lately. Apologize for that, not getting that pre-game up, the lineup, our breakdown and stuff earlier. But the key to this game for the Mariners, how are you going to attack Cody Bolton? I know you've got Logan Gilbert up against the Astros lineup. That's the more formidable matchup of the day. As Jose Altuve has hit a single, to lead off the game, and now he's facing Yordan Alvarez. But instead of breaking it down before the game, since YouTube Shorts broke on me again. Um, no excuses though. Just gonna watch the first inning like we did in Texas. Hopefully the game goes a bit better. But yeah, you got Logan 3-2 count. Alvarez right here. Alvarez working the count obviously. Logan thought we'd go over Statcast a little bit too here today. So he's already thrown 5 different pitches. And he strikes out Alvarez, but Cal Raleigh's throw into center field, and now Jose Altuve stealing, and now Jose Altuve makes it over to third base already. Obviously, last night's game had us full of elation, full of this emotion, right? But this game could matter just as much. If the Astros claw one back here, then they can go for the series split tomorrow. We got to win the series here and go for the mop tomorrow, the 4-game sweep. Nice strikeout there by Logan on the breaker. Let's see what exactly that was. Slider in the dirt gets Yordan to go over on it. And Cody Bolton is going to be pretty interesting to face. He has like 5 pitches now. He's not just the reliever that the Mariners once had. So that's going to be interesting facing him in the bottom. But Paredes, start him off, fastball up high. Logan, he's back up on his fastball. I'm not sure if he's stopped trying to cut it quite as hard. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, he's back down to 3 inches of horizontal break, back up to 19 inches of induced vertical break. The velocity back up at 96.9 in this first inning, as opposed to 95.1 on the year so far, averaging. So it looks like maybe he's going to go more pronounced with the fastball as it's been in the past. I don't know though. I like the cut. I like cut where he cuts his fastball. Oh, do they get Altuve right there? They do. They catch Altuve just standing there. Logan Gilbert picks him off. Frees Jose Altuve with this pickoff. So Paredes at the plate, and then Gilbert. Look at that, just. Oh, so they didn't let him have that steal because it was on a strikeout, I guess. I'm not sure. Pretty interesting though. Yeah, so they didn't let Jose Altuve have that steal, and then they caught him completely in his tracks. He's moving away from the base too. Dang. Now 1-2 count to Paredes. Bloops up then into the outfield. Hangs up there for Luke Raley. He's getting a lot of opportunities this series, but obviously hasn't done much with it yet. I mean, he's so hot and cold, and unluckily, the hot streak, homer in the first 3 games of the year, didn't carry on into sustained success. That can be who Luke Raley is, though. It is what it is. Now, I mean, Donovan Raleigh Rodriguez up against Cody Bolton. Got to talk about this real quick. So, I'm actually going to go bring this over here. Yeah, I've got the game preview right here. So, come down here and look at Cody Bolton. He's got as many pitches as Logan Gilbert, it feels like. I mean, it's all fastballs, though, right? And I expect that he's one of the guys doing this whole thing with the fastball where he's getting on the side of it, throwing, four-seam, cutter, and then also, a sinker. You see where he's trying to throw it in the zone, the four-seam, trying to throw it up and kind of up and in to the lefties, up and away to the righties. That's his spot. then he, or not up and away to the right. He's really up and into the lefties. That's like his main spot with that. And then the cutter, it's like, he's keeping it kind of up and high, like up there. That's the cannibal Mick Sanchez, as Nick Pollock of Pitcher List calls it. The Annibal Sanchez and Colin McHugh both did it. Colin McHugh, an Astros guy, right? Where you throw that cutter up in the zone and it's going to, they're going to try to slug it because it looks like a four-seamer, but they're not going to be able to. You kind of catch him by surprise, and you can keep doing that over and over and over. And then it looks like, he's had it down and away a little bit too. But expect a heavy dose of these 3 fastballs, the changeup, and then the curve. He's just hanging that thing. If he throws you some curves, I mean, be ready to mash that thing. This could be the way that we get going against that pitch. And starts off, looks like a sinker outside to the lefty. Brendan Donovan. Looks like, oh, he hits him. All right. So he's throwing the cutter inside to the lefty, and he hits him. Okay. So now you got Donovan on, right? This Mariners offense has scored 3 runs in the first inning on Friday, 2 runs in the first inning yesterday. Let Houston come back to tie it in both games, and eventually take the lead in in yesterday's. But Cal up to the plate against Cody Bolton. Good eye. Gets a cutter right there outside. At least I want to say that that's a cutter for Bolton. Let's go check his page out, though. Oh, Cal. Oh. We're getting tricked by stuff off the bat this week. Everything has looked like a homer, even when it's not even close. So the 4 seams really down there. But it looks like these are some cutters. He's thrown a lot of cutters and sinkers so far. No 4-seamers. Cal 95 EV, though, that is a hard hit. Unfortunately, it doesn't go all the way. It doesn't become a homer. But you see, we'll get some expected batting average reading on that pretty soon. All right, Julio. You did it last night. You can do it again tonight. And the Masters going on right now. Who's watching the Masters? I mean, I definitely have been this morning. I'm going to be watching it alongside this game. We're going to really lock in on this first inning. See if we can go 1-0. Get out to an early lead. Julio fouling off some pitches. Look at the live at bat. Sinker cutter. So he's not using that 4-seam fastball, which has been his dominant pitch this year. See what he does on 0-2. Gives Julio another. That's the first fastball of the day. Or is that a sinker? Might have been another sinker. But it's 96. It's on the outside. Just daring Julio to hit it the opposite way. It's one the Astros scouting reporter's telling him. Again, same thing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Julio almost just hit an Oppo Taco to the other foul pole. Man, it's getting dangerous, though. Go ahead and reload this. See if we can. All right, sinker and then a 4-seam for that last pitch. Julio does look locked in, though. I like what I'm seeing. But then they get him to swing through, put it outside, put it way outside the cutter. Good job by Bolton to set up the cutter, going outside all over the place to Julio, right? Kind of climbing the ladder. And then dropping it back down. He strikes out. So that apparently he did foul tip that. Apparently. However, Catcher catches it, so Diaz catches it, so it doesn't matter. See if we got anybody in the chat. No. Oh, Darts Prods. Hey, Dub's in the chat. Absolutely. Let's get a long first inning. Oh, Naylor. Almost going the opposite way on that one. Living dangerously with all these cutters. I mean, set it up well for, going against Julio, but Donovan throwing over at first base, trying to pick him off. Love to see Naylor do something right here. Got the matchup. He's throwing you a bunch of cutters. Good eye not to swing on that one. Naylor has been chasing recently, but not there. All right, go 1-0 this pitch, Naylor. Good. That's how you go 1-0. He's now 3-1. Naylor's at bat's getting better. Looking good right now. Cody Bolton's like, man, was really looking for a clean first inning against my former team. You got through Cal and Julio. Can you get through Josh Naylor, though? And Naylor walks. Now you've got 2 guys on base with 2 outs for Randy Rosarena. Going to be a righty-on-righty matchup here. But you're going to get those outside cutters most likely. Randy's better at not swinging at those outside cutters, though. Like outside pitches, weird pitches. He's better at dealing with them. Julio, he's got some grit on his face right now. He is just he's giving him a look like he wants to kill him, which you love to see. A whole lot of cutters and a sinker against Naylor. Let's see if we can get to the Rosarena at bat. 1-1. There you go. That's going to plate Brendan Donovan. Hey, the throw's offline. Mariners go 1-0 in the first inning. Give me a 1-0 in the chat. 1-0. That's the name of the game. Randy gets that outside cutter. He just stays on it, though. Stays back, right up the middle. Bounces right in front of Taylor Trammell. Tries to make a hero's throw, but it's offline. And Brendan Donovan coming back last night with that walk in the 9th inning to help us offensively. Then coming back today with a hit by pitch and a run scored in the first inning. He is a spark plug for this offense, absolutely. He comes right back in, just starts producing again. Taylor Trammell, man. He had a good start to the series. He's had a good series so far, but not going to be losing this series to Taylor Trammell. Luke Raley, though, would really like to see him get off to something good. So going 2-1, right? You like to see it. 2 changeups, and he does swing on one of them that's way outside. Oh, and that's going to be the end of the inning. But the Mariners do go 1-0 in the first inning. The Astros get a hit, so do the Mariners, but the difference is the Mariners score the run. And Cody Bolton doesn't look like he has a whole lot of weapons. Are they going to work for a long time? I don't think so. 21 pitches total so far. Can you get to 150 pitches again? Let me know. That's going to be the question today. Do the Mariners get to 150 pitches again for the 3rd day in a row on the Astros and their bullpen? With that being said, I will see you guys